Now, it's not just fossils that you can find in this part of the world. You can also find a lot of oil and natural gas deposits. So let's talk about why that is. In this area, in the middle of the continent, right behind the mountains forming on our west coast, we get what's called a foreland basin. This is a depositional basin that occurs right behind a mountain belt that collects the sediment that's eroding from that mountain belt. Right? So the foreland basin behind the orogenic mountain belt was huge. In some places, it's over 1,600 kilometers wide. And today, many of these formations that were collecting sediment falling off of these mountains contains large commercial quantities of oil, natural gas, and coal. Now, if you remember, in order to get oil, natural gas, and coal, there has to be very specific types of environments. You need, for oil and natural gas, you need ocean, right? So these deposits formed when we had epicontinental seas in this area where ocean plankton were proliferating, they died, they sank to the sea floor, they became buried. Eventually, their deposits turned into oil and natural gas. Coal, on the other hand, is formed from vegetation on land. So wherever you have dense forests, lots of swamps after the epicontinental sea had left, then you're going to get those coal deposits. So this foreland basin has both oil and coal because the sea level rose and flooded this area, but then went away and exposed this area as a swamp. Now, not only do we get oil and natural gas, we also get another very important geologic resource called bentonite. Bentonite is a soft, light-colored clayey rock, and it's composed of clay minerals that are formed from the alteration of volcanic ash. So during the late Jurassic and Cretaceous, there were a lot of volcanoes in the Idaho region, ejecting huge volumes of ash. Westerly winds carried the ash over to the adjacent states, where that ash eventually deposited into the really thick ash beds, eventually being converted into bentonite. And today we use bentonite for a lot of functions, including drilling mud. We also use it as a binder, purifier, absorbent, and carrier for fertilizers and pesticides. And we use it in many skin products. So if you're wearing makeup, lotion, things like that, you might have bentonite on your face, on your body, that was formed from volcanic ash during the Cretaceous period.